Hello everybody, I'm back with another video for you today, and today we're going to be trying a pretty spicy trap list that I've built here. Wanted to do some Eldain, of course, trying out all the new cards, or at least those that are actually playable and decent-ish. And of course, Trap Scoia'tel is probably one of those that's somewhat viable with this new Eldain card. I'm not going all in with incinerating traps and all that kind of stuff, nor am I doing devotion and trying to fit in a feigned death or a Stiga castle or something. We're going for modest Eldain value, not game breaking on his own, but rather we're going to go for Eldain plus Deadeye ambush to get Aileron out at the end of the game with, 3 or 4 traps for pretty nice Eldain value, but not anything, too crazy, and hopefully just long rounds with crushing traps, a little bit of cheeky pitfall and serpent trap action, of course. And we've actually got quite a few bombs to synergize with Maddock, Sabertooth Tiger for a bit of power, uninteractivity. I've also just thrown in a Knickers because I feel like there's not that many units that you'd actually want to run in this kind of a deck. So a bit of extra tempo early in the game will help us to win round 1, help us to defend if we're getting bullied very hard, and just should be good at thinning the deck and preparing us for those longer round 3s, hopefully, in general. So should be pretty strong, I think. Hattori, especially when you've got only very decent options available to him, should be quite a nutty card. I think we can maybe play early serpent traps for the sort of spring value there. Destroy enemy with lowest power can be quite strong, and yeah, otherwise we're just gonna spring some traps, play some elves, have a good time. I think let's jump into some games. Okay, a bit of imposter action. Some Wolfguard for a change. If they're going to have Anna Henrietta, this might be a pretty difficult one actually, because we have quite a strong leader should the opponent take it. But okay, interesting hand. Probably a bit too many traps and a bit too many other bricked cards, so maybe we'll hold on to the Knickers actually for later in the game, have some extra points just pop out of nowhere. I don't know. Could also mulligan it to the thinning. It's probably wise to do that rather than mulliganing anything else. Yeah, I guess we'll do it. Thing is, we need traps in the deck for the Eorvet's Gambit. I may have gone a little bit overboard just on the sheer brick potential of this deck, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. This might just be a bit unlucky, drawing pretty much every trap that we have. In fact, we've literally drawn every trap that we have. So, yeah. Certainly interesting, isn't it? Alright, just making a bomb. Might be tricky to win the round without much trap, stuff going on. I'm hoping I can maybe get a really nice serpent trap, and that can give us quite a bit of pressure in the round. Because if we can destroy their units and incentivize them to use Crystal Skull on a unit, then that's going to really pop off. But yeah, the Eldain here shouldn't be getting absolutely huge value. I don't think that's too likely to happen. Just, it's just there for fun. For the fun of it. Should we Tiger it up? I think we Tiger it up now. Would like to have that helping us win the round here. Might mean we don't get a serpent trap, but, is what it is. Should probably put this on front, although we don't know where the Maddock will end up going at the end, so it doesn't really matter. Just in case we end up playing Horn, though, it's something to think about. But Hattori now seems like quite a powerful card, doesn't it? A lot of flexibility. It's been a long time since this card's been playable. Good to see. We've got a Brathens coming back.
And release the hounds.
Your humble.
Whoa. Whoa. Big points here, big points. Do we take a serpent trap? I mean, it's kind of great value, right? It's kind of pretty great value, but they're kind of signaling that they want to pass. Which makes me want to just go with a bomb. Quite like going with a bomb here as well. Let's do making a bomb, yeah? It's making a bomb onto the Master of Disguise. We might be able to kill it. And Maddock coming in that row. Just making life a bit difficult for the opponent. If they do want to pass, they can go for it. There's my dog. Well, now they cannot. Now they're going to be in trouble. It's that tempo coming out. But potentially a little bit awkward. Depends if the Master of Disguise is living or not. We're getting an imposter play. Wow. Okay, so Anna Henrietta probably is a thing. There it is. Okay.
You have our undivided
That's
attention.
pretty annoying, I will say. That is pretty annoying. Because now the Master of Disguise is probably not... You know, nothing's really going to happen to it. I guess we'll just play a Pyro and sort of chill a little bit at this stage. It was a really pretty decent value leader, wasn't it? I mean, they probably aren't getting Madoc value, but... I mean, was it actually that good? It's more the Anna Henrietta value we've got to look at, right? And that we just have basically symmetrical leaders at this stage. I think I'm just tempted to play a Crushing Trap or even a Hattori into a Crushing Trap. We do Hattori into Crushing. So we're running out of viable plays at this stage. It's a bit worrying.
Don't leave me here.
Go for a Crushing. And just sort of chill. The idea is to make it a little bit tricky for the opponent. We can, like, if we've got 3 traps around 3, that's probably good enough to do what we want to do. So, you know, 3 or 2 maybe even. So as long as we don't play all of these, we can get away with playing maybe another Crushing Trap, a Horn, something like that. Maybe playing Horn here would be a good idea. I kind of like Horn for round 3 because it gives you some... I mean, it can be a bit awkward actually if they early pass on you, so maybe we do want to get rid of it actually. Don't necessarily need those 8 points. There's a coup, okay. It's not the most value ever on a coup de grace. Can we actually keep up here? Don't forget we have the points from the Saber-Tooth Tiger, so we're not too far behind in reality. We're getting 8 here, so I think we can play 1 more. So potentially we play a Pitfall actually, just to... I kind of like another Crushing actually. And then we'll play whatever really. I guess we can spring a trap to get the points. Pretty interesting round 1 so far, pretty interesting. It looks like we're never catching up, right? It's like quite a scary amount of points to play into, but we're pretty fine, I think. Pretty fine. We're not going to have a huge number of traps for later, but I don't think that's the biggest problem. We've still got Madoc, which can give us some value. We've got, you know, I've obviously got more bronzes, more units than I'd like to see, but that's just kind of how it is, you know. It do be like that sometimes. Pitfall might actually be the least useful here, I'm thinking. So maybe let's go for a Pitfall. Should be enough, right? I mean, we have to spring it, so I guess it could kill these units and then cause us problems, because we're getting 8 from this, -1, 7. So actually we need more than the Pitfall, so we do kind of need the... do we actually need... Oh god, what do we even... We maybe have to use a leader charge here, actually. Let's see where this goes. Okay, that's bad. That's really bad news. Oh god, what a mess. I guess we've got to spring this and play a leader charge.
Has shown us the way.
Not what I wanted to do here at all, but whatever. Whatever, what can you do? At least we're going to have a long round now, hopefully quite a lot of Crushing Trap value. It's a shame that we only get 1 Crushing Trap here. Really just this was such a bad draw, I think, that we're playing with. So many bad cards that I have to get rid of, unfortunately. And, you know, we didn't get rid of our bronzes, our units, which makes life pretty difficult going into round 3, because we're going to have a lot of interactivity, really. And we still need to draw our actual Eldane and Nero. But, you know, I'm optimistic. I'm hoping that the plan is going to work, having the aileron points, bit of leader value, bit of Eldane value should be enough to sort of make it work. I probably shouldn't have mulliganed Serpent Trap because it's actually quite a good card for messing with the opponent early on in the round, right? Definitely going to get rid of that card. I guess we can keep the rest because it's not getting much better. Yeah, and this is the problem, right? We have so many units because of how poorly we drew in round 1. Would have much preferred to have our units in the round 1 and then play uninteractive cards in round 3. But it is what it is. What can you do? What can you do? Here's hoping we can make Elven Scouts work, have them not die. That'd be nice. They could be worth quite a lot of points actually, provided they stick around. I think Nausicaa we've just got to murder straight away actually. I mean, I'm half tempted to go Pyro, but then having this guy live I don't think is allowable. The nice thing about Madoc is it potentially incentivizes them to row stack if they think we've got more bombs, right? Or they'll maybe just lock it. Glad to see them wasting a lock on him, that's good.
Have you seen a fuse lying about, have you?
Means they probably won't play into Crushing Trap too much though, so we might miss out a bit on value of that. So what's more valuable, Cat Witches or Scouts? Both quite good, aren't they? We're going to wait on the Gambit till towards the end, I think. You'd imagine there'll be, you know, some stuff going on later.
I will wash this blood from my hands.
We want them to have a tall unit before we play Gambit. Actually, maybe we should just go with the Gambit now. Okay, maybe we wait for Joachim, right? And then we Gambit. That's probably the play. Because then it will kill the Joachim in theory. If we're fortunate. Okay.
Yeah,
just Cat
I work
Witcher
for
then.
the police. Better than working for humans.
Wondering if there's Masquerade Bull. It kind of looks like it's a bull deck, right? Some aristocrats here and there. Yeah, there's a bull. Okay.
Don't ask a lady her age.
fine,
It's unbecoming.
It's quote unquote fine.
That's right. I like fighting with
Got the
style.
Cat Witchers popping around here. We're hopefully going to dodge Elven Scouts getting smacked, but I mean, they're probably just getting poisoned, right? It's not too unlikely.
Out of the way, rabble!
Okay, there's the
Drinking
Joachim.
can be
So
hazardous to your health.
looks like we're going to have to go ahead and play our Gambit now. This is really fascinating what I'm seeing at the moment. Looks like we're getting pretty brutalized. The Cat Witches are certainly dealt with. I have to go with Gambit now because we have to. We've got to catch their. You know, we've got to catch the stuff, right? Unfortunately, it means my scouts are pretty dead, but I mean, I think they were always going to be quite bad here, right? It's just the way of it.
Racists.
Just the way of it. Much better round 1. I mean, are they even? Depends how many traps you end up playing. It might not be super good in a deck like this to have Elven Scout even, because we are not running incinerating traps and that kind of thing. Okay, we're going to get Pitfall activated. This is actually potentially quite nice for us. Well, I mean, number 1, we're getting a poison. Of course, we don't get big Pitfall value, but at least we can play Scout and hopefully have that activate once on this Serpent Trap. We pretty much know they're gonna have coup. I don't know if I'm gonna have the points here though. This seems a bit like we're far behind, right? Just the sheer points of ball is pretty tricky to deal with. Particularly when they are getting poison value and you can't play uninteractively.
The aroma and dizzy
If I'm
with
to
the
die,
light.
I'll do so.
Unfortunately, they also kind of know exactly what we have, right? Which is a bit awkward. We can go Crushing now, so that we get the Eldane value on it. Fortunately, they have used the Deadeyes, you know, throughout the round, so we're going to get some pretty nice Crushing trap value. Not sure how much we need to win here. I mean, we're behind so many points, man. And if they do have a coup, I mean, it means another Joachim, which isn't exactly a great thing for us. kind of need them to have like a tawny joust or something, right? Something quite weak. That would be good. Scouts, can you carry the game here? Maybe playing for 8 points? I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a coup, okay, we're right about that. I mean, obviously they're going to hold into it, right? That guy's dead. Okay.
Enough.
What have we got here? Master of Disguise. It's still a pretty good card. I don't know if we can do this, man. They've really got a lot of stuff. They've really got a lot of points. It's just the Nilfgaard experience, right? When you don't interact with them. I mean, we've got a pretty big Eldane, but I just don't see it. I don't see it coming close, unfortunately.
Time for you to die, Dwan.
Interesting.
These trees will be your graves.
It's somewhat close. I think with a bit of a better round 1 draw, we might have been fine there. But, you know, it's not the worst result ever. I think mostly the Anna was also just bloody good in round 1, wasn't it? Alright, let's go for one more, shall we? Alright, a bit of Blaze of Glory now. Should be quite fun. Let us get rid of the bricks, shall we? Alright, looking like a bit of a better hand than the last game at this point. Looking a little bit nicer. See what we can do with it. Gonna have some nice magic value, got some pyrotechnicians, which we'd love to see. Oh, is this a serpent trap? That's got to be a serpent trap, I think, my dudes. Yeah, that's pretty rough. You gotta respect this. It's so strong. It's so strong. Jesus. Now we just murder. We murder things. We make life difficult for the Blaze of Glory. Because I don't want to be getting iced up in here. That would be quite painful. Okay.
What is it?
Another engine, that's fine. I'll go pyro now. We do want to start hitting things with these pyros. We might just be able to push on even and win here. That would be lovely. That would be really lovely. That was kind of the idea when I built this, but unfortunately it's possible to draw like an ape and not have a very good hand. Okay. Jenge is a bit of a git. Could have probably seen that one coming, right? It's a bit annoying. But not the end of the world by any means. We'll play another pyro.
Have you seen a fuse lying about?
Could have gone Tiger actually there. Maybe Tiger was good as well. We could maybe do it next turn. It's not going to be too much weaker. Can just be a bit of an annoying card, right? The opponent to deal with. Let's hope we don't hit the Jenga here. Okay, great. Great news. Tiger value, please. Would be nice. I think we're winning on even here. This looks very good for us. We can play our whole hand if we really have to. We can play all of it. There's another hunter. That's a great target for a D-bomb. Great D-bomb target. We're getting some tiger value, which is, you love to see that. I'm going to be able to move in a second here and get even more tiger value. I think we're just crushing this round, honestly. The question is, can we translate that into a victory? That's going to be the hard part for sure. That's going to be the tricky part. Maybe we can just completely remove Bloodthirst from the equation. If we can do that, then we might have a chance. If we can avoid the Blood Eagle and
blood for foul blood
in the later rounds. Okay, interesting. Going to be Raiders coming down. This is actually quite annoying because I'm not getting tiger value. Making a bomb here seems quite underwhelming, so I probably shouldn't play it at this stage. I guess we'll just play Horn, right? Maybe first let's go for Scout, actually. Will it just die? Oh, this is awkward. This is awkward. Could also go Novellin, of course, but nah. I think we just go for the trap here. Actually, can they even kill Tiger? Like, is it a problem if I? So let's think. If they just pass here, we have enough. We win the round, so we can flip Tiger. It's fine. But maybe next time we don't flip Tiger, for example. We shall see. Okay. We got the round, thankfully. Cost us 2 traps, which is, you know, it's a bit stinky. But we have 4 more, so it should be okay, I think. We'll see how well we draw, ultimately. I guess we maybe just take the card advantage here and just go straight to round 3. That seems good in my book. I'll get rid of Scout. Oh, look at this hand. That's just marvelous. Guess we'll get rid of Pitfall Trap. I think we just go for that long round 3, right? With traps, Novellin. We've got everything we need, basically. This looks pretty nice. This looks pretty nice for us. We can potentially deny Bloodthirst. And a card up, I mean, surely...
What's 3 hours in the arse?
Surely we'll be okay, right? Surely.
That's what?
You'd certainly hope. Alright. Cat Witches are not, you know, and Elven Scouts as well are not quite what we want. We'd rather have, you know, bombs, really. It's a bit risky to mulligan here, though, so probably just have to cut our losses and take it. I don't know, I guess we can get rid of Cat Witcher, maybe. There's quite a few draws that are better than it. That one is better, for example. Okay, keep that. Happy with it. We've got all the traps. Gonna have a really devastating gambit, actually. This is gonna be quite gross. I think Cat Witcher. I mean, do we even play these cards? There's certainly a line of play where we just actually discard Cat Witcher and Scout, you know, and just don't have any units. Click our Maddock, deny Blood, Eagle. I mean, I'm kind of in the market for that.
Adam, you lazy bastards! You'll sleep when you're
Because
dead.
realistically, Cat Witch is just gonna die, right? I mean, maybe that's fine. Maybe that's also fine, right? Maybe we do just play an early Cat Witcher or an early Scout, let it die, let it tank some damage. Does it really matter? I think we just go uninteractive, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I think uninteractive is the way here. Wait a little bit though. Ah, you know what? Let's play Cat Witcher because we do get damage, right? And damage is important. Does get us a bit of value here, even if it dies. Just hoping I don't give them Blood Eagle value. There we go, Gutting Slashes. Okay, we're good to trade those. Scout, I could probably play. It doesn't really matter whether we play it or not because it just dies. This is probably actually better to discard. Nah, we'll play it. I think we've got to just play this normally because they're not gonna see like, oh, I need to use my Blood Eagle on this unit, right? Rather than on something else. I would hope. They're probably going to want to be greedy and, you know, then our interactivity will actually punish them quite badly. I hope. It's quite interesting one. It's annoying that my making a bomb is already quite weak. There we go. Let's take these. That's pretty chill, isn't it? We'll go for this then. Get the Maddock out. Beautiful. Click him as soon as we can, of course. It just feels bad to be the Skellige guy, right? Because you're not really getting much in the way. Maybe I should have moved the Tigby actually, because this way round we get less trap value in the end.
Dancing around. It's not for me.
I mean, look at this. It's just a bit of a weird one, isn't it? It's a bit miserable for the opponent here, I think. Interesting. Okay, We could go bomb. We can certainly go bomb. We can go. I think just Pitfall now is pretty nice, pretty nasty. Just ugly, ugly to deal with. So uninteractive. So horrible. We could even discard Novellin or Hattori maybe in some world. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, not the biggest Pitfall trap.
Double the coin and consider it done.
Not the biggest by any stretch. So do we assume the iced is coming from, you know, from Blood Eagle? If we do, then... I mean, to be honest, guys, I think we do just go with bomb here. I think we do just go with the bomb. Because if they kill the Maddock, I mean, it's really quite trivial, isn't it? I'm gonna kill we're gonna basically just destroy their entire board with our finisher. Apart from, of course, if there is a Yutta. I think as long as we deny that sort of, both the leader value from them and the iced Bloodthirst, if we can deny those two things, I think we're good to go. So as long as we never have 2 units on the board, I think it doesn't really matter how we play this. We should be winning, provided we sequence our cards properly, of course. Need to get trap value and whatnot.
Oh, my beauteous command.
There it is, okay. Iced.
Exactly what I'd hoped for.
Iced has arrived. Okay. I think we trap it up now, actually. Or Hattori, we could Hattori. We've got to remember they still have Blood Eagle, and if we can deny Blood Eagle, that is objectively, well, probably objectively just giving us points. So I think now we'll trap it up,
Piece of lumber.
actually. I mean, this is just disgusting, isn't it? Having no units at this stage of a round 3, like, there's a discard. What was that? Blood Eagle. Okay. So, wondering what the last card is. It's probably Scoia'tel, isn't it? You've got to imagine it's Scoia'tel. Which, I mean, we're always playing the Velen, right? At this stage. Move 3 adjacent units. It's a bit annoying that they've managed to mess me up a little bit here, haven't they? I guess we'll move these 2. Just nuke them. Nuke the row. Oh, this is so gross, man. This is so gross. This is so gross. I don't know what this is. It's actually a Hjalmar. Okay. Scoia'tel would have been better. They're just ending the game with like hardly any points. It's kind of tragic. It's kind of quite tragic, actually.
Don't leave me here.
So we can take Horn or whatever. I mean, this is just so disgusting.
Of the valley!
Look at this.
What are you doing? Has shown us the way.
What is that? That's just so gross. Oh my. Just shitting all over SK. Jesus Christ. Well, not a bad result there. Not a bad result. Should we go for one more? Okay, and now a bit of Syndicate. See what we can do here. They have quite a lot of spells. They've got quite a lot of... I don't know. We could maybe mess them up in some ways. I'm a bit worried about Cleaver, because he kind of negates our trap value quite a bit. So that's a bit worrying. Get rid of Crushing. Oh, Maddock is pretty ugly to see here. Maddock's pretty ugly. Maybe I should have kept that hand because it was very decent. So a little bit greedy, taking the mulligan with so many bricks. But, you know, not going to lose sleep over it. Got Cat Witches, which is fine. I mean, this card's kind of weird, right? It's like also been nerfed recently. It's quite a bit worse than we would like it to be. Do we just Serpent Trap? That's a good question. Nah, we can save Serpent Trap. We don't even need to spring it in this matchup. I think we don't.
Uh-oh.
Because they're always going to have a tool unit and they're always going to have spells, right? So I'm not too worried about not finding value on it. It might not even be proper to play it in this round. You know? You might just want to save it for a cleaver later in the game or something. This round 1 pressure is just so bloody...
No sound as sweet as a
It's a lot of points, isn't it? It's a lot of points. You certainly have to play a couple more cards here. I think I'll just Maddock front row, because why not, right? Gets rid of a mulligan brick target. And if we are committing to losing the round, then it's kind of whatever. Maybe it's even getting us some value if we play making a bomb in this round. This deck's pretty interesting. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if I've got the ratios quite right on everything, but it's pretty interesting. Definitely have to play this card, you know, at some point, right? Because it's fun. It's a fun one. Ooh, a slander. Okay. That's a bit annoying. Not too happy with the guy. Guess I'll just be a cat.
Humans are scum. I prefer
I actually kind of prefer the pyro, like, later in the game to the cat witcher. Maybe we can push this round. I don't know. Maybe they're row stacking at the moment, right? Which might mean we can get a pretty good crushing trap off. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that though. It would require me to play Gambit probably, so yeah. Kind of just wishing I hadn't taken that mulligan actually. Ultimately, what can you do? Maybe we take a pass. If they bleed us, I mean, we have a pretty nice short round. The question is, will we be able to survive a cleaver? That's really the big question. Because, like, the other stuff, not really a worry.
I'll never be imprisoned again.
Not really a problem. But cleaver... Okay, we'll pass. Let's see what we can do. They used a Philippa, they spent their coins. That's a decent result in my book. Now we just have to... I mean, we've got a Serpent Trap. I'm hoping that'll be the... You know, the bullet in the chamber. Bang, kill the cleaver. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out here. Crushing Trap, mulliganable. That's a word, isn't it? Mulliganable. But also I kind of like keeping it. Quite like this hand in its entirety actually. Only problem is we don't have a Nero or Sabertooth or Novellum. So maybe we'll get rid of Cat Witcher. Ooh, not a huge fan of the Pitfall. But, you know. Okay, well, that was a pretty useless mulligan. Really was hoping for a Nero or the Tiger, but, you know, maybe we'll get it round 3. Not the end of the world. Certainly the mulligans in this deck are a little bit of a catastrophe. I think it's worth mentioning multiple times. So, how does the opponent feel about opening with a cleaver? Just cleaver on a bare board. Wondering if they're okay with that as a concept. I'd be very happy if they are. Let me tell you that. Redanian, okay, that's not great for them. Unfortunately I don't play a Death Blow. I should probably swap out the Purify Bomb for a Death Wish Bomb. Death Blow Bomb, you know. To be completely honest, but it's whatever, it's whatever. I'll play a Scout. Play a Scout. Cleaver's a scary man. It's so coin efficient, right? To use that guy. The nice thing about Hattori as well here is we can maybe have double tool removal. Okay, here's the cleaver.
Snitches get stitches. And stairs.
Here is the cleaver. Okay, that's very interesting, isn't it? Right now it doesn't have Intimidate going on because the guy doesn't have Crown Splitters. So we can actually maybe kill it. Just manually. The good old-fashioned way. I don't know. The armor's a bit of a pain, but I'm tempted to just play Serpent Trap and see what happens. What about that? Let's just see what happens. I don't know how this will work. If they play a spell, does it intimidate first and then... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. If they even play a spell, that is. It's a bit ballsy of me here, but I'm feeling like, well, I can always move the cleaver. Oh, heat wave, okay. Fancy. You only have one heat wave though, my friend. Unless you've somehow managed to cheat the system. Let's play Pyro then. I'm going to keep things chill because I'm not that scared of this cleaver. It's only an Intimidate 1 cleaver right now. As long as we get out this round, I mean, life is good, right? Especially if we don't do it too expensively. If Pyro can magically hit cleaver, that would be wonderful.
Get out, you baldy-faced baby.
Really wonderful. Let's hope he can do it. No, that was a bad target, my dude. I must say that was a pretty bad target. But we've got Hattori.
Customer is king.
Got a Serpent Trap. Bada bing, bada boom. Cannot intimidate anymore with this lad, so I'm feeling okay. It's gonna die now. Looks like the Intimidate does activate first. I mean, now they seem to be in a bit of a predicament. I mean, we actually kind of feels like I'm in a predicament myself. I shouldn't have put this in the middle, that was kind of silly actually.
I am who I need to be.
Let's do some traps. Let's do some traps, dude. I don't want to lose this round. And they've got a lot of coins, and I'd like to get card advantage. And I still have a couple of traps for the Eldane. So we can always get that Ailer in round 3. Okay, so we're card up. Fabulous. Fabulous! Can we win now? We've dealt with Cleaver, which was the thing I was most scared of. We're a card up in round 3. It's an 8 card round for us. Can we win now? That's the question. I really hope so. Cat Witcher, can we mulligan it? I think we can. I think we can. I think we can get away with it. Scout is maybe better because we can immediately trigger it. We've got a lot of bombs, so Madoc is gonna be looking pretty fresh. But of course we're starting with Sabretooth. Oh, this is just gonna be a great round for us, I feel. A lot of good stuff gone from them already. No Justice, Heatwave, Cleaver. No problem, right? This card's quite good. It's quite a good card, but you know, that's why we have Making a Bomb in the deck. For times like these. Very uninteractive as well, so if they've got crimes which want us to have units, then tough luck. Tough luck, Mr. Syndicate. Any kind of damage. Just kill that guy. More tiger value. Bada bing. I mean, tiger's not doing a whole lot just yet. I'm hoping it will come into its own shortly. Quite interesting. I'm not sure how much Crushing Trap value we'll actually get here. It's good that they already played Philippa. Philippa taking Madoc would have been pretty annoying. But I think we're going to be looking alright. Can Eldane and Aileron sort us out here at the end? That's the question. I mean, this is such a crappy play, isn't it? Look at that. We're even killing the... I mean, this is just pretty sad. More uninteractivity. Don't let them breathe. Give them no room.
On that, we find ourselves in agreement.
Okay. Probably could have saved the D-bomb and just gone for a Crushing Trap play there, actually. But... ah, well. This is pretty filthy. This is pretty filthy gameplay, if we're being honest. Just the good old uninteractive stuff. Payday on a Madoc. Yeah, that's real good stuff, isn't it? Real great plays. 6-point Elven Scout, not exactly nothing to write home about, but every little helps in these round 3s. Tunnel drill ain't going to be doing that much to us here. We can kill the Elven Scout, I guess. It's nice that they're playing into my trap. Not sure why they're doing that. They're also giving me more tiger value. I guess they want this next to a crown splitter, but is there any point at this stage?
You should not have come here.
I did it. And, you know, they can kill our stuff, but really we've got 7 plus 9 plus 5 plus a billion plus, yeah, it's quite over. Yeah. Lovely! Lovely. This deck seems to be pretty decent, actually, against Skellige and Syndicate. Just from the games I've played, it seems like it could be quite a favoured matchup, because they're trying to be quite uninteractive themselves, so if you can make all their spells be a bit useless, well, not uninteractive, they're quite reactive, I should say. They're trying to damage your units, steal your shit, be generally annoying. So if you can shut that down, have no units yourself, then life is good. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe as always for more fun one, I think. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.